Welcome to episode number 6 of this Vinny J NHL 23 Be a Pro series. And today I'm obviously playing my Vinny J NHL 23 Be a Pro series. As you can see, it's Vinny J in the middle of the screen, sitting right there. As you can see on the screen, and based on the title, we're about to play the St. Louis Blues in Colorado at home at Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. And I think you can hopefully see those the stats up, Vinny J stats up there. He's played 48 games, all 48 games for the Avalanche. He's played all 48 games for the Avalanche. He has 23 goals, 17 assists, and a total of 40 points. So 23 goals, 17 assists, and 40 points. He's a 76 overall. He's number 9. I want to be number 7, but Devon Toews is number 7. So I'm number 9. This is a big matchup against the Blues. Obviously, 2 games in this episode. This game against the Blues, full game. Next game, which is against the Penguins in Pittsburgh, will be the third period only game. But I'm going to show you the standings quickly. This is the last game before the All-Star game or the All-Star break. But there's no All-Star game in Be a Pro. And like Play Now, you can play the All-Star game and Play Now, but you cannot play the All-Star game in Franchise or Be a Pro. So yes, this game we're about to play is the last game before the All-Star break, but there's no All-Star game and Be a Pro. So obviously this game against the Blues at home, that's the full game, and then the next game is against the Pittsburgh Penguins up in Pittsburgh, and that will be the third period only game, which means self-explanatory. I only played the third period, or I assume the first 2 periods, hop into the third period, and then play the rest of the game. As the Avalanche are tied with the Blues for first place in the Central Division, the only reason that we're technically have the tiebreaker over the Blues is because we have 1 less loss than the Blues. We're 31-15-2. The Blues are 31-16-2. So we have the same exact record. The only difference is we have 1 less loss than the Blues, because we play 1 less game than the Blues, and we have 1 less loss than the Blues. So that's the only reason. It's points percentage. We're 66.7 points percentage. They're 65.3. That's the reason that they have us above St. Louis, although we have the same amount of points. And then Winnipeg 59 points. Nashville and Dallas are in the 2 wildcard spots. And then Pacific Division, top 3 right now are LA, Vegas, and Edmonton. And then let's do the Metropolitan Division. Hurricanes, Rangers, Devils, Penguins, who are going to play in the second game of the episode, are in that one of those 2 wildcard spots. And all 4 of the top 4 teams in that division are all within 2 points of each other. And then the Atlantic Division up at the top here. Tampa Bay, Florida, Boston, and then Detroit is in the other wildcard spot. So that's the standings in the NHL. You can see right there, Nathan MacKinnon has 63 points. He leads the Avalanche in points. I'm 4th in points with 40. Here's a schedule. Obviously, like I said, this is the last game before the All-Star break. So you can see there's no games this week, and then the next game we play will be right here against the Penguins in Pittsburgh. They're 27-19-2, the Penguins are, and the Blues are 31-16-2. Next episode of a series will be 2 games, full game and a third period only game, like per usual. That's what it is in the regular season. First game will be the first game of the next episode, which will be the full game. Is the game on the trade deadline. It's the game that the cursor's on right now up there, and the game is against the Dallas Stars in Dallas. That will be the first game of the next episode, which will be a full game. It's against the Dallas Stars in Dallas on the trade deadline, and then the second game will be a third period only game, and that will be against the Seattle Kraken the next night in this game, and that will be, like I said, a third period only game. So it'll be a full game at Dallas, and then we host Seattle in the third period only game, and that will be the next episode of this series. So yeah, let's get into this bid. This is like bid, all in caps. This is a bid matchup against the Blues. It's at home. Points-wise, we're the 2nd best team in the league, and the Blues are the 3rd best team in the league points-wise. Or the Blues are the 3rd best team in the league points-wise. We're the 2nd best team in the league points-wise. And the team with the best points, or the Blues are the third place team, or the Blues are the 3rd best team points-wise. We're the 2nd best team points-wise. Or the Blues aren't the 3rd best team points-wise. We're the 2nd best team points-wise. And the best like overall team with the most points in the NHL is the Tampa Bay Lightning. So it's the Lightning in first points-wise, Avalanche are in second, and then the Blues are in third. So, and obviously the Lightning and Avalanche, that was a Stanley Cup final matchup last year. So the last year's Stanley Cup final matchup was the Lightning and the Avalanche. The Avalanche obviously won that series 4-2, and we're trying to go back-to-back this year. Let's get into it right now, and for all we know, we're trying to go back-to-back this year, like I said. But for all we know, we may be playing the Lightning again if we both get to the Stanley Cup final, obviously. So yeah, this team still has Ryan O'Reilly, still has Vladimir Tarasenko, they have Robert Thomas. There's their captain right there, which is, I'm not sure who their captain is. Is it O'Reilly? I think it is. And then obviously our captain is Gabriel Landeskog. Obviously there's Mikko Rantanen, Cale Makar, Nathan MacKinnon, Gabriel Landeskog, our captain, and then Vinny J, who's standing right there. So it looks like we have a better offense, defense, and goalie than Blues. Style Churchill, length 5 minutes, still semi-pro, on-ice trainer, adaptive. Let's get into this bid Central Division matchup against the Blues. Let's get into this bid Central Division matchup against the Blues in Denver. Blues at Avalanche at Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. Whoever wins this game will be in first place alone. Let's watch the prediction. James Cybulski. Here we go. I am on the first line. I'm on the left wing, on the left side. Number 9. I'm with MacKinnon and Rantanen. Here we go. Here's Pareto up ahead O'Reilly. I believe he is the captain of the Blues. It was Alex Pietrangelo before he went to Vegas, and now their captain's O'Reilly, I'm pretty sure. Here's Makar, finds Rantanen! Saved by the Blues goalie. Another shot is stopped, and then the rebound sent down the other side of the ice. If the Blues sent it down the ice, how the heck was that not icing? Or maybe we did, or the I don't know what that was, but no icing after all that. And somehow that Blues player went through our player, but the shot is stopped by, I believe that's Francouz. 17:42 to go in the first. No score. This team has, like I said, Tarasenko. Still have O'Reilly. Blues sits 4-0 in their last 10 games. Here's Krug. I blocked the shot. Up to Makar. He's one of the 2 defensemen on the first defensive line. And he finds me. Backdoor! And it's stopped by Bennington. It was center and pass was blocked. And then it was... why am I being compared to Ryan O'Reilly? Ryan O'Reilly is a veteran. I'm a rookie. But yeah, the center and pass was blocked. And then Bennington covered it. 41 seconds to go on the power play. 14:38 to go in the period. I'm on the second power play unit, by the way. The second power play unit. Here we go. I think I'm not sure who I'm with. Keep that in. Oh, it did keep in. Here's Palat. Center and pass. What a save, Bennington. And now it's in the corner. Picked up by Shen, and he clears it down the ice. So it looks like I'm with Palat, and I'm not exactly sure who I'm with. Makar, Palat, Stastny, and someone else. Here we go. Vinny J. save. Palat, get the rebound the first time. Went through your legs. That would have been a goal. Here's a shot. Save Bennington. Into the corner. Stastny. Back door. Oh. As that sign was open, but I didn't shoot it right away. I shot it maybe after a second. Stopped by Bennington. And power play is over. Man. If Palat got that rebound cleanly, that was a goal. 12:05 to go, so I was only on the bench for 2 minutes. Then. So this is my third shift. Second 5-on-5. The other one was on the power play. So 8 minutes in, no score here in Denver. We're 7-3-0 in our last 10 games, while the Blues are 6-4-0. And how did Tarasenko? Oh yeah, take that, Tarasenko. Take that, Tarasenko. And a center pass hit a skate. Pareto kicked out of there by, I don't know, I think St. Louis kicked it out of there. Krug, good body. And now Vinny J. Why did it go down there? Oh, no, a center pass save. MacKinnon save by Bennington. Buchnevich finds Krug as we're halfway through the opening period. Here we go, and now Tarasenko save by Kemper. And now MacKinnon up the right wing boards. What a move to get around the guy. but a save. Good body by Vinny J. Backdoor! Oh! That Blues player saved the goal as Pareto blocked it, and then Binnington throws it out. Good play. Up ahead now, Stastny. He says to go to the bench. I will go to the bench. I don't really want to, but I want to be on the team's good side. 51 seconds to go on the power play. 4:12 to go in the period. So our second power play of the period. 4:12 to go in the period. 51 seconds to go on the power play. No score still. We're 0 for 1 with 4 shots. And we lose a face-off. Falk will backhand it down the ice. Come on, boys. Here we go. Here's Palat. Here we go. Another backdoor feed. Went through everyone. Stastny. Backdoor at the pad of Binnington. I'm getting like tied up in front of the net. And a save by Binnington with the glove. Man. Both goalies have done well. Binnington and Francouz. Hits. I'm second. With 112. Only behind JT Miller of the Canucks. He has 116. I have 112. Which is a lot of hits, and there's still half a season to go here. Well, not literally, like games-wise, we have, this is what, game 49? So we have less, we've played more games than we have left. Here we go! Shot from a long way out! Oh, that was a smart shot, though. As yeah, we've played more games than we have games left. So, but either way, I'm still second in hits. I just got destroyed. I thought I was injured there. If I had like I'm slow to get it, but if I had like no energy, I probably would have been injured. Here's Palat, save Binnington. That took like 20 seconds to get up. But at least we were in the others. If we were in our defensive zone, that would have been bad. But we were in the other zone, so that's good. The blue zone. No score after 1 period of play here in Denver. Neither team scored. Both teams had their chances. 0-0 after 20 here in Denver. The shots were 19-10 in favor of Colorado. Faceoffs are 12-3 in favor of St. Louis. That is not good. Time of attack, we had exactly 1 minute more. Hits 11-6 in favor of St. Louis. We haven't had a power play yet. Or excuse me, the Blues haven't had a power play yet. We've had 2. We're 0 for 2. And then neither team has any scoring the goals because neither team has any goals, period. Second period, here we go. No score. And this clip's about to end, so I'll see you on the other side. You didn't miss anything. The faceoff's about to go down to start the second period. No score. And it looks like Andre Palat is injured, according to Ray Ferraro, the guy in between the benches. So that's nice. Here's a centering pass. That was my fault, but I somewhat recovered. But really, Francouz bailed me out. What a McKinnon made a hit that made a play. And then I did that same thing, and I thought I was injured. As I think that hit had my energy go from like way down. I have like no energy left. I should probably get off, because if I take another hit like this, I might be injured. Here's McKinnon, drops it to me, and it hit the state of McKinnon. Good fortune! McKinnon finds me, shot is blocked, held in. Another shot, saved by Binnington. And I went to the wrong bench, and now oh, that was weird. I was like tied up with my own player and a Blues player. I got off though. No score still. So we're exactly halfway through the second period and the hockey game. Still no score. So we're exactly at the halfway point of the game. No goals for either side. Vinny, we're putting the pressure on them. Don't stop now. I can do that, coach. I'll keep putting the pressure on them. I always do. Like 99% of the time, I always do the team response. Like maybe once every like 100 times, I do the star response. Here we go. 10 minutes to go in the second as we're exactly halfway through the game. No score here in this big Central Division matchup. And Crude got body. Vinny J down low, just missed the net. I just missed that. And now McKinnon comes away with the puck. Shot! Oh, hit the glove of Binnington. Barely. And then I don't know what that was. O'Reilly bumped off, but Crude is right there. Man, that was close. Here's Buchnevich. And I bodied him off at the penalty boxes. McKinnon finds Vinny J, but saved by Binnington again. And tipped out to the opposite corner by Tarasenko. And did forecheck. McKinnon! Shot was basically nothing because he was hit as he shot it, and it's covered by Binnington. 6:49 to go in the second. Still no score, and I'm off the ice. Probably should have one more shift in the second. I do. 3:51 to go in the second. Still no score. This is a defensive matchup, or defensive game, and a goaltender game. Like a good defensive game and a good game for defensemen and defense and goaltenders. Here's a shot! Oh, it got through Binnington, but trickled literally maybe an inch wide of the post. As Binnington, that shot handcuffed him. The first one, the second one he gloved, but the first one, that almost went in. 3:10 to go. Probably would have been my goal, too, because it went off his chest, popped up in the air, and just missed going in. It was just to the right of the right post by maybe an inch. 29 saves for Binnington on 29 shots. McCarr blocked! Taves! Vinny J! Blocked by someone. And I just nailed that guy right in front of the penalty box as he's down. Well, he slowed it up. Vinny J! And I'll hit a skate. McKinnon did it, though. And eventually we get into the zone. McKinnon blocked by Pareto. And I just knocked Pareto down. 1:20 to go. I'm kind of late coming back. And I accidentally hit the X button. And I'm going to try to beat the ice, and I do. It's just sitting behind Binnington. Backdoor! Hit a skate. There's a delayed penalty on us. I don't think it's on me. There's only 15 seconds to go in the period. It's touched by Colorado. 2-minute power play for St. Louis. It's 2 for slashing on Stastny. I was like, it's not on me. I didn't get netted points or anything. So we're on the penalty kill, I believe, for the first time. There's only 9 seconds to go in the period. We kill the first 9 seconds off. So they'll have 1:51 seconds of power play time. St. Louis will to start the third period. Still no score, though. So no goals for 2 periods. St. Louis does have 1:51 seconds of power play time to start the third period. This is actually their second power play of the game. They have 1:51 to go on the power play to start the third. So yeah, let's get into the third period right away here. No score, and the Blues start the third period on the power play. And I'm not on the penalty kill, so I'm not going to be starting the period. I don't think. Yeah. I'm on the power play, but not the penalty kill. So hopefully the penalty killers can kill it off. And we do. 17:37 to go in the third. Still 0-0. This could be a 1-0 game or maybe a 2-1 game. I don't know. 4 blocked shots for Pareto. I think he's blocked a couple of mine. Here's Tarasenko trying to toe drag. What a move! Saved by our goaltender, Francouz. Here we go. Ran it in. Binnington! And I don't know, I backhanded it. Blocker shot on Binnington. That side was open, but he got over to make the save. As I had a breakaway. And this could be a 2-1 game or a 1-0 game, possibly in like overtime or a shootout. Here we go. Win the face-off. And nope, we don't win the face-off. Here's Pareto. I hit my own guy. Here's Tarasenko. Come on, don't let him toe drag and don't let him walk right in. And a save by Francouz, and he covers it. 15:57 to go. But man, just let him walk right in, boys. Here we go. 4 minutes gone. Here we go. And we lose another face-off. And a slapper save by Francouz. And I tried to dive block it, but I was nowhere near it. I knew that wasn't going to happen. Here we go. Still abs. Come on, win a face-off. Do another dive block. Down low. What a hit! Come on, Makar, pass it. And Taves passed it to Rantanen, but Rantanen's offside. We had numbers if he was onside. Apparently, we're third in the NHL points-wise now, and the Blues are fourth. It was second. We were second, they were third. Now we're third, and they're fourth, apparently. Must have changed or something. Here's Buchnevich, Tarasenko! Dante! What a save off the edge of the glove by Francouz. I believe that's Francouz. What a hit! And he's injured, or I don't know if he's injured, but he lost his helmet, and he's floated it up. He has to go to the bench Tarasenko, I don't know how he's I don't know what's going on here. Here we go. Here's here's McKinnon. That didn't work at all. And now McKinnon hit. And now Vinny J steals it and scores! Vinny J scores off a Blues turnover. And the Avalanche strike first here in the third period. As the Avalanche get the first goal of the game here on home ice in the third period. As Vinny J stole it literally right in front of Binnington and cashed in. As Binnington, or the Blues, turned it over right in front of Binnington, and Vinny J stashed it after the Blues turnover. And Vinny J has the first goal of the game for either team here in the third period. Yeah. So it's the turnover by the Blues right in front of Binnington. And after that turnover by the Blues, Vinny J stashed the puck into the back of the net. And we were up 1-0. It's unassisted, I assume. I think Binnington turned it over or something. 7:13 to go. We're on the power play again for 43 seconds. 7:13 to go in regulation. It's still 1-0 thanks to that goal, which could be the difference in the game here. We're 0 for 3 with 7 shots, and we can't literally win a face-off. The forecheck. This guy's dead. Oh, I hit him. Forced a turnover, and shoot the puck! As he made a move, but then lost it. Here we go. Under 7 to go in the game, under 30 seconds to go on the power play. The only goal was scored by me off that Blues turnover. And that was centering pass! I believe it was saved by Binnington. Backdoor! Hit a skate, it's loose in the paint, but covered by Binnington. 6:36 to go. That's 3 games. We're on the road. We're at Pittsburgh, at Tampa Bay, and then at Florida. So we go to Pittsburgh, and then we go to Florida to play the Lightning and the Panthers. 7 seconds to go on the power play. 6:36 to go in the period. Faceoff's 31-14, now 31-15 in favor of the Blues. Shot turned aside by Binnington, but the faceoffs are basically 2-1. Vinny J! Sam Binnington pumped up in the air, and he caught it. Power play is over. 6:01 to go. Still 1-0. And I'm off the ice of a B overall. I have the only goal I have the only goal or any point for either team. And we have a 2-0 lead. A power play goal for Rantanen. Finally scoring the power play. But up until that Rantanen power play goal, I had the only goal and I had the only goal and the only point for either team. Obviously, that's not the case anymore because Rantanen scored. Here we go, 2-0 now. That's a big goal. Vinny J! And that is offside by an inch. He tried to straddle the line, but could not offside. I believe the faceoff would be in our zone because that's where the pass was from. That was close. 3:19 to go, 2-0 Colorado. Lose another faceoff. Good play. And now it's picked up by McKinnon. And finds Vinny J. Back to McKinnon. No, it went back to me, but a save. Now a turnover and a goal. McKinnon. And it's 3-0. As Binnington almost got over there. He did, but then the puck went through his legs. 28th goal this season for McKinnon, and we're up 3-0, and that could be the dagger because there's only like 2.5 minutes to go, and we're up 3-0. I have all 3 goals in this game. All 3 were scored by the top line, and all 3 were scored here in the third period. I have 1, McKinnon has 1, Rantanen has 1. I don't think I got an assist. I think it was just Rantanen who got an assist. 2:22 to go, and it's 3-0. Assisted just by Rantanen, so I don't get an assist. This guy's dead. Yep. 2 minutes to go, 3-0, fans on their feet. Here we go. Here's Rantanen. And a center pass score! Samuel Girard! 4-0 in the final minute and a half. So there's a minute 27 to go. We're up 4-0. All 4 goals scored by the Avalanche, and all 4 goals scored here in the third period. And it was 0-0. Entering the third, but now it's 4-0 Avalanche. And it's assisted by Rantanen again, so it's McKinnon from Rantanen, now it's Girard from Rantanen. I still only have that 1 goal. Kind of bumped that guy. Final minute. We're up 4-0. What's a close game? It was a 0-0 game for like 45 minutes. And now a big hit. Let's go! I want to fight here. As my teammate is injured. I'm not sure who that is. He's injured laying behind the Blues player in the circle. I'm fighting Pareto. There's only like 30 seconds to go in the game. I don't know. Here we go. Beat him! Beat him! You don't mess with my teammate like that! You don't mess with my teammate like that! Plus, like, 600 points for the fight win. Then it was plus 620 points for the fight win. As you don't mess with my teammate like that. You don't mess with my teammate like that, especially when he's injured. But we both did 5 for fighting. Who was that injured? I actually want to see that. So, there's 50 seconds to go in the game. We're going to win. Both guys did 5 for fighting. Really, in real life, in a 4-0 game, you go right down the tunnel because you're not going to play it again. Because it's not going to be overtime or anything. Who is this? Was that McKinnon? Okay, I want to see before the fight happened. Dude, how did I interfere? Where's the putt? Oh, McKinnon had the putt. Oh yeah, he got nailed by, it was Pareto. And you don't mess with my teammate like that. And it was McKinnon. It was McKinnon who, hopefully he's okay, but he was obviously injured laying in the left circle while I was fighting Pareto and I won. And I think I got 620 points for the fight win. 50 seconds to go, we're gonna win, and we do win 4-0 here in this big Central Division matchup. The Avalanche are now in first place, all by themselves. Big game, this is a big game, and the Avalanche win it, and they're in first place, all by themselves. Shutout for Francouz, and we're in first place all by ourselves as we enter the All-Star break. As obviously in playing now you didn't play the All-Star game, but in franchise and being pro, there's no All-Star game. So if there was an All-Star game here in Be a Pro, which maybe in NHL 24 there will be, they should have the All-Star game, because if they were to do that, I would be in the All-Star game in my opinion. I mean, McKinnon was hit. It's kind of dirty. There's a turnover. Binnington turned it over. He had it on his stick and then just left it right. Binnington had it on his stick, but decided not to pass it. And just left it right in front of him, or Binnington decided not to pass it and left it right in front of him. I'm the third star, 1 goal, no assists, 7 hits, and a fight win. I almost had the Gordie Howe hat trick. Gordie Howe hat trick is 1 goal, 1 assist, and 1 fight. I didn't have the assist though. Second star is, it's actually not Francouz, it's Darcy Temper, my bad. So it was not Francouz, it was Darcy Temper. First star, Rantanen. Second star, Temper. It was not Francouz, my bad. So the goaltender was not Paul Francouz. It was, our goalie was not Paul Francouz. It was, Darcy Temper, which in real life is not on the Avalanche anymore, but in this game he still is. So the first star was Mikko Rantanen. The second star was Darcy Temper. And then the third star was Vinny J. And like I said, our goalie was Darcy Temper and not Paul Francouz. My bad. But yeah, we scored all 4 goals in the game, and all 4 goals were scored by the Avalanche. And all 4 of the goals were scored, like I said, by the Avalanche, and they were all scored in the third period. Yeah. That fight was well worth it, especially the win. If I lost, so be it. But the win, that's great because you don't mess with my teammate like that. Especially with Nathan McKinnon, and especially because he was injured, I had to fight. Well, because it was McKinnon, I didn't know it was McKinnon, but my teammate was injured. That's the first reason I fought. And then the second reason is there was 50 seconds to go in the game. We were going to win, and unless I got injured, but in the end I didn't get injured. But you do not mess with Nathan McKinnon or my teammate, which he's my teammate. You don't mess with Nathan McKinnon like that. If you're gonna knock out a superstar like that, you're gonna pay the price. And in this case, he did pay the price. So yeah, let's get back to the main menu, as I did complete that challenge for continued pressure. But that goal, that was lucky. The reason I had that goal is because Binnington literally had the puck on his stick, but then didn't pass it and just left it right in front of him. I took it and stashed it. And that ended up being the game-winning goal because that was the first goal of the game, and that ended up being the game winner. And like I said, this game could have been 1-0 or 2-1. In the end, it's 4-0, but it was 0-0 for like 45 minutes. For the first like 45 minutes. So yeah, 1 goal, 1 point, 7 hits, and a fight win. I have 24 goals, 17 assists, now 41 points. So I had 23 goals and 40 points. Now I have 24 goals and 41 points. I had 14 shots on goal, 7 hits, played 30 minutes. Yeah, 1 goal, 1 point, plus 3 for plus minus, plus 3 for plus minus, 14 shots, 7 hits, and I played 30 minutes and 4 seconds. I had a lot of shots, 14, and the only one that went in was the one after that Bennington turnover. Is this McKinnon? I thought McKinnon's injured. That is McKinnon. Whoa, 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 McKinnon. Hey, Vinny, a few of us are going to the park here in St. Louis. We're not in St. Louis. I've seen this glitch before where in the States we're playing the St. Louis Blues at home, but they say that we're in St. Louis, although we're not. Go to the park here in St. Louis. You should be saying to me, McKinnon, that thanks for standing up for me, because you got injured, or Pareto injured you, and then I went up and Pareto injured you, and then I went over there to Pareto and beat his butt. The plan is to spend the day taking it easy. If you have any suggestions for things to do, just say so. The short hike sounds like it should be fun. An even better way to spend the day at the park is an outdoor workout. Taking it easy sounds great. No need to overthink the day at the park. Let's do that. Taking it easy sounds great, and I didn't see what else he said. Plus 300 for teammate. That should have said an outdoor workout or a hike, but I don't want to hike or do an outdoor workout. I'd just take it easy, especially after this big win. Our next game, like I said, is now February 7th, as we're off for like a week and a half for the All-Star break. 49 games played, so that was game 49. We're about to play our 50th game of the year, so then, including the next game, we have, if I'm doing my math right, I think we have 32 games left, because it's an 82-game season, so we have 32 games left. Played 49, we have 30, no, I think we have 33 left, I think. Then we have 33, because I'm including the next game. Yeah, we have 33 games left, including the game against Pittsburgh here. I have 41 points in 49 games. Let's now sim up to this game, because I haven't done that yet. Obviously, like I said, we're off for like a week and a half for the All-Star break, or for the stills competition and the All-Star game. I believe it's in Florida. Which is, speaking of Florida, the Florida Panthers are in the Stanley Cup Final against the Vegas Golden Knights in real life, and that series starts tomorrow, Saturday, June 3rd. Tomorrow for me, at least. But it starts Saturday, June 3rd. Vegas, Florida. Games 1 and 2 are in Vegas. Yeah. Penguins, 15th best team in the league. I think that says points-wise. We're the second best team in the league points-wise. As I know, I looked at the... I should look at the line to see if McKinnon's injured. The Blues, the Blues, it's like they played a game before we played a game. So between when we played the Blues and when we played the Penguins, the Blues played at least one game, because now we're tied again. But we were in first place alone we were in first place by ourselves for at least a little bit. But the Blues must have played a game before we did. Like they played their first game after the All-Star break before we did. So that's why, and they must have won that game because we're tied again. But because we have 2 less losses, or in this case, same thing. The Blues have 2 more losses than the Avalanche. That means we have a better points percentage that means we have a better points percentage than the Blues. So that means we are in first place. Although we both have 66 points, we have 2 less losses than the Blues. So we have a better points percentage than the Blues. So that's why it has us in first place. So that's good. Yeah. Now let's play, just like I said, it's a third period only game against the Penguins. That means I sim the first 2 periods and then hop into the third period and play the rest of the game. So here we go, and I'll sim it, and then I'm going to hop into the third period and see if we can win the game. 2-0 Avalanche, 2-0 Avalanche. Alex Newhook, Jason Spezza scored the goals for Colorado. Now it's 3-0, and I scored. No, excuse me, it's 3-2, not 3-0. I don't know what I was seeing. So it's not 3-2, so it's 2-0. Then Jeff Carter made it 2-1. Then Vinny J made it 3-1. And then Matthew Joseph made it 3-2. So now there's 20 minutes to go. Let's hop into the game. It's a great game to hop into. 20 minutes to go here in Pittsburgh, or 20 minutes to go in Pittsburgh. We're up by 1. Let's say we have a better offense, defense, and goalie than the Blues and the Penguins. So that's good. This team has Chris Letang, Jake Guentzel, the captain Sidney Crosby. But obviously we have MacKinnon, Makar, Rantanen, Landeskog, me, and some other players as well. I meant to look if MacKinnon was injured, but we'll find out if he's on my line or not. If he's not, then that means he's injured. If he is, then he's not injured. Penguins 27-19-3, by the way. We're 32-15-2. Penguins 27-19-3. Here we go. I have at least one goal in this game. Probably just the one goal because the other 2 goals were scored by Newhook and Spezza, who are not on my line. So I probably just have that one goal, which is better than nothing. Here we go. Here's Crosby. What a pass to Guentzel. And good hit by Makar. There's Rantanen. I don't see MacKinnon yet, though. There's MacKinnon. So let's say MacKinnon's okay. And now MacKinnon's shot is stopped by Jarry. And Jarry eventually covers it. So looks like MacKinnon when he got hit by Pareto, I think. He was injured at the time, but the only thing that MacKinnon missed was the last 50 seconds of that game. So MacKinnon doesn't miss any other games. The only game he missed was the last 50 seconds of the last game. And he had the entire All-Star break, that entire week, to get healthy. I forgot about that. So even if he was going to be out for like 4 or 5 days, there was the All-Star break. This is our first game in like 10 days. Okay, he needs me to up the pressure. Yeah, we haven't had that much pressure. The period just started, and we're still winning in the game, coach. But I don't know. Here we go. Assists. MacKinnon has 38 now. McCarlett has 46. He leads the lead. Here we go. 18:37 to go. 3-2. Jarry has 15 saves. We're up 3-2. Pinch with the face-off! Saved by Jarry with the glove as he flashed a leather. So in this episode, including the 2 periods I've simmed, I've simmed, Vinny J has 2 goals. 2 goals, at least 7 hits, and then that fight win. Here we go. Now Vinny J! I thought there was a die cut-in. Should have just shot it. I thought there was a die cut-in, but there was not. And now a slapper! Stop! Rebound! Crosby! Toe-dread! But a save by... I think that's Kemper. Now Vinny J! Oh, shoot. Oh, I thought I was injured. My energy's in the yellow. Oh, big hit. And I just bumped someone. That probably was a mistake, though. And now Guentzel saved by Kemper. And I decided to call for the pass. Passes it out. Passes it out. Kemper does. Pass the puck. And now Rantanen. Vinny J! Saved by Jarry. And now back the other way. Oh, I almost got it. Between the body and... I almost got the shot between the blocker and the arm of Jarry, but cannot. He covers it. I have like no energy left, so I'm off the ice. 15 minutes to go. Now 10 minutes to go. 3-2 Colorado still. Here we go. Half a period to go. Here in Pittsburgh, we're up by 1. Here's Zucker. There's a die cut-in. Here we go. Another guy, good poke. But Vinny J had double points for that. I'm going to dump it because I don't want number 6 to absolutely destroy me. Good forecheck. Good forecheck. I stopped. Shot. Hit multiple players. And now, turnover. Rantanen from right in front of the net. Save. Backdoor. Oh, that was so close. Now tipped out. But dead in there is MacKinnon. Finds me. Score! Vinny J! There's a guitar Sally. And it's 4-2. Second goal tonight. 26th of the year. 12:21 into the third. As Vinny J does the guitar Sally, or as Vinny J does the guitar celebration, or the guitar Sally, either one. And it's 4-2. A big insurance goal, and the coach is probably really happy, and he is. Then he said the same thing he said after I scored in St. Louis. As it's now 4-2. Big goal for the Avalanche and Vinny J. Second of the game, 26th of the year, and that is good for 9th. in the NHL. 26th goal of the year, second of the game. I'm 9th in the NHL with 26 goals. Assisted by McKinnon, and this guy's dead. And he is. Well, he's not literally dead, but he exploded it up. 7 to go. We're up by 2 here. Makar got bumped. I just got destroyed, and I probably should have been off the ice because I think that had my energy go from like 10% or yellow to none. It's saved by Temper or Husso. It's actually we have Billy Husso, so it's not Darcy Temper. It's Billy Husso. So our goalies are Darcy Temper and Billy Husso. Apparently, I thought Paul Francois was up here, but apparently our goalies are the shot block. Our goalies apparently are Billy Husso and Darcy Temper. It was Temper last game. Now it's Husso in this game. 2 minutes to go. It's 4-2. So our goalie is Billy Husso. I don't know what that was. And now McKinnon backhand saved by Jari, but he's killing time. 80 seconds to go, and it's covered by Jari, but he passes it out to Marino. And Jari's probably going for the extra attacker whenever they get the puck. But I'm just going to dump it in to kill more time. 50 seconds to go. They can't even get out of our zone. Rantanen to McKinnon! Score! Nathan McKinnon with the dagger here in Pittsburgh. 44 seconds to go, and we're up by 3. 29th goal of the year from McKinnon. 44 seconds to go, and we're up by 3, and that's the dagger as he sent it 5-hole. By 5-hole on Jari as the puck just trickled right through Jari's 5-hole and just trickled across the line. 44.4 to go, and we're up by 3, and that's probably going to be the game. And it is the game. The Avalanche win it 5-2. As he scored 2 goals in the third period, and that's all we needed as we won the game 5-2, as we won 4-0 against the Blues, and now we win 5-2 against the Penguins here at PBG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, PA. As we won 4-0 against the Blues on home ice, and now we go to Pittsburgh and win it 5-2. So we beat the Blues on home ice 4-0, and then we beat the Penguins in Pittsburgh 5-2. As I'm pretty sure in both games I scored the game-winning goal. Because I scored the third goal in this game, which is the game-winning goal, and then I scored the first goal in the last game. So the first goal in the last game, which was the game-winning goal, as Billy Husso, the third star. I'm probably the first star because I had 2 goals, including the game winner. Now I'm the second star, 2 goals, no assists, 1 hit. So in this episode I had 3 goals, 8 hits, because I had 7 in the last game, 1 in this game, and that fight win. It's the first star, Naomi McKinnon. Okay, 1 assist, or 1 goal, 2 assists, 4 hits. I had 2 goals and 2 points. McKinnon had a goal and 2 assists, so it's 3 points. That's why he's the first star. That's fine. We outshot the Penguins 27-26. Obviously, we won the game 5-2. We went 0-2 on the power play. They went 0-3. Yeah, I mean, I get why McKinnon is a first star, but he had 3 points. I only had 2, but I had 2 goals, including the game winner. But whatever, I'm not complaining. So I got the third star in the last game. I got the second star here in this game. But in both games, I scored the game winning goal. Last game, scored the first goal, which was the game winning goal. This game, I scored the third goal. That was when I was simming in the second period, and that ended up being the game winning goal because the Penguins had 2 goals. I scored the third goal, which ended up being the game winner. Same thing in the last game where I had the goal that made it 1-0, and we won 4-0. So I had the game winning goal in both games, and I had a total of 3 points in the 2 games. I had 3 goals, no assists, and 3 points. So 3 goals and 3 points here in these 2 games. As we beat the Blues 4-0 on home ice, and then we go to Pittsburgh and beat the Penguins 5-2. So we beat the Blues 4-0 on home ice, and then we beat the Penguins in Pittsburgh 5-2. So we won 4-0 and then 5-2. I'll take it, and we should be in first place all by ourselves again. Should be, but that's on a tight race with the Blues. That is going to be a tight race, and for all we know, that could be a future playoff matchup if we were to both make the playoffs and both play each other in one of the rounds in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So yeah, faceoffs in this game 40-20 in favor of Pittsburgh. Man, it's a 2-to-1 ratio, but we still won. That's all that matters. It's all that matters. So yeah. I had 3 goals in these 2 games, 8 hits, 7 in the last game, 1 in this game, and then I also had that fight win against Pareto, right? I think it was against Pareto, against the Blues. So I had 3 goals, 3 points, 8 hits, and 1 fight, which I won against Colton Pareto. Against and then I had 3 goals, 3 points, 8 hits, and then 1 fight, which I won against Colton Pareto of the St. Louis Blues. And like I said earlier, I showed you earlier what the next 2 games of this series, or I showed you earlier what the 2 games will be in the next episode of this series. If you missed it, or want to refresh your memory, go back to the beginning. I said at the beginning of the episode, you'll find. So yeah, if you don't know, or if you already forgot, go at the start of the episode. That's when I say what the 2 games will be in the next episode of this series. First game was there's going to be 2 games in the next episode of the series, and it will be the same format as this episode. First game will be the full game, and then the second game will be the third period only game. So that doesn't change. Obviously, the only thing that changes is who we play and then where we play them. That's what changes. But the format of first game, full game, second game, third period only game, that does not change in the regular season. In the playoffs, that's different. When we get to the playoffs, I only play 1 game per episode, and obviously in the playoffs I do full games when I film, and I usually do full games when I don't film. So when I film in the playoffs, each episode is its own game, and it's a full game, like I said, and each episode is its own game. And I film every game 1 of every series. I filmed every game 1 of every series, and I film every elimination game for either team in every series. So I film every game 1 and then every elimination game for every series. I filmed every game 1 and then every elimination game for every series. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Oddać tam red, closing the board, if that's up to the like button. Or oddać tam red, closing the board, if that's up to the like button. Or if that's episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 7 of this Vinny J NHL 23 Be a Pro series. See you in episode number 7. And eat a lot of bacon and go Avalanche.